Okay, boys and girls, we should be back any minute now. Actually managed to get into the server itself, and we should be underway very, very soon against Solar, against Team Epsilon. Now, obviously, what we'll do is we will tell you a little bit about this particular team for those of you who are not aware of the legend of Peter and Paul. Obviously, we're into multiple weeks, and I mean, obviously this is week 6. Last week they went 6-0 against 90 Degree FOV Sports, so that was a good win for them. Unfortunately, those guys are now down at the bottom of the table. They got pretty badly stomped by the people you've just seen play Epsilon, Zaibutsu, and all tied up. They tied up against all tied up, ironically enough, and an Evolution La Meta game, and they tied them as well, and unfortunately got beaten on their first week by Broder. So obviously they're going to look for a good running here. They've had a good running against one of the lower teams in the division, and we're just going to have to wait and see what happens against pretty much the top team in the division. So I think it's fair to say that all eyes are on Epsilon to take this. We just have to wait and see what happens, and we shall be bringing you the match shortly as the teams are getting themselves warmed up, as you can see in the background. So, plenty going on, and as you can see, pretty much everybody ready to go soon. So we're just waiting for them to give their official okay, and you can see obviously there's Mike and Shocky and Bash and Numlocked and Nox all in there. And obviously they're just going to be getting themselves set up ready to go. And we are of course on Badlands, so should be interesting to see how things go on this battle. Now obviously if we go and look to see how Team Epsilon are doing, obviously they've played 10 and 1-10 so far, so obviously it's pretty much been a pretty, let's have a look. Yeah, results for season 15 have been pretty consistent. So, you know, there's a reason why they are where they are at the moment. Now, obviously, we just have to wait and see what happens and whether or not Peter and Paul, we'll call them Solar, and just makes it easier, can actually do serious amounts of damage to Epsilon. Did I just see a frying pan come out and take Shocky? I did indeed. So, looking forward to it being an interesting game. Now, for those of you who are not aware of the matches, obviously the first one is going to be Badlands, and the second one will be Gully Wash Final 1. So, oh dear. Let's just wait and see. So this is always the warm-up. This is always standard fare for these guys. Getting warmed up, getting the eye in, getting the mouse fingers ready to go. Oh, look at that. Fantastic stuff. And there we go. There's Peter in as well. Peter 1988 and Paul 1988 and Peter 1998. So those guys obviously in there. And we're just waiting for the ready up, really. There's nothing much more to be said. Obviously, it's going to be interesting to see how Peter and Paul do against... Oh, there's the frying pan. It'll be interesting to see how these guys do against Epsilon. So, let's wait and see and find out what happens. Not really much more to be said, to be honest. Obviously, everyone's going to be playing all their various positions. No doubt we'll have Nox in as the medic and Numlocked in as the demo, Bash and Shocky in as the scouts, Mike and Gear in as the soldiers. So, we shall wait and see. And there's Vanny in as a medic at the moment, so we're just going to wait and see what happens. As you can imagine, this is riveting info that I'm now giving you. The dearth of non-content. So, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Oh, look at that mid-air rocket. Lovely shot. So, let's see. He doesn't look very well. Okay. We should be underway in a matter of minutes. So obviously you've got the guys setting themselves up for all of the admin goodness. Look at that. Mass spam everywhere. Has my exploit crashed? No, it's still going. That's good. I thought for a second my exploit had crashed. It got a bit screwy. Oh, somebody wearing a cheater's lament there. It's always good to see a good game on the internet's premier hack simulator. So, yeah. Come on, guys. I think Hits or Heiz is actually AFK at the moment. Had to sort something out. Oh, look at that. Lally with a very, very well lit up pipe bomb launcher. Or grenade launcher, I should say. Bit of heavy goodness coming in. Who is that? That was Epsilon gear. I love that rocket launcher. It looks so good. Oh no. Unfortunately, you can see he's not a man of much substance. Gear trying to get the old finger kill. You can't beat a good finger. Oh god. This is exciting stuff as we're waiting for these guys to get themselves ready. Oh dear. Get a medic. Get him. Bit of airborne slicing going on here. Oh, shot the heavy. Oh, and then gets taken out. There's Paul with his crown. And there's Numlocked with his. Oh, just got sliced. There's Nox in. So there is the man himself in the bright red hat and 1970 shades. And this is the man they're waiting for. That's the man they're waiting for. What the hell is he wearing? Oh my god. That is just a hat to be feared. Sorry guys, it's taking a little while. They're waiting for their demo to get back from AFK. Or Soldier, I think it is. Oh, he's moved. He's awake. There we go. Heights is in. QNX, Lally, Vanny. And we should be underway shortly.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
So, let's see what's going on. There we go. We've got a little bit of fire going on. As now it looks like you've got a battle going on as...
Just being captured.
there we go. Shocky managing to get in and do a very nasty little back cap there. So now you can see the teams moving out. Let's see if we can follow the likes of Nox in there. Now Nox is, that's interesting. Nox has actually got a Kritzkrieg. And we'll just have to wait and see how that's going on. So now he's moving in with the Kritzkrieg. Nox trying to keep that soldier away and keeping away from those rockets as best he can. So he's obviously trying to keep the soldier alive and a scout on the central point. So let's move up high, see how they're getting on. There's a little bit of fire comes in, takes Peter down, and Vanny's the only man left standing. Correction, he gets taken down by Bash.
Alert.
And now they're moving on to the next point. Moving on to the next point, we'll just have to wait and see what they decide to do. So you can see the Kritzkrieg is ready to go. And let's see what happens. In goes the Kritzkrieg. Loads of rockets all over the place. Then goes the crits, as you can see, going in from all directions. And now they're getting onto the point. And they're getting another point there. So Epsilon again with another point. And I think... is he officially back? It's hard to say. Because normally it would be like, this is underway, etc, etc. But server map time is actually running. So we can't really argue. Let's have a listen on the team, see how they're getting on.
Sorry. Oh, I think you, but not enough.
Is it on purpose?
They can choke, they can choke.
I have Chris soon.
They shall come.
If you were
Have you
crit,
burns? No,
Oh, no.
just joke.
scout behind,
Let's
scout
go
behind.
second.
Let's go, Ivory.
Soldier
Bye.
down.
Let's keep pushing. Let's go, keep pushing, resupply. Let's go.
Medic down.
Let's go. Let's go.
See
lads.
me
Just
capping.
demo. Stone.
40.
Go
Demo
for
down.
him. Lolly, get
Oh, Seb. They see me
Alright.
stabbing.
I'm on last. Pushing. Ah yeah, I could have rolled you when you were in the air, Seb. My bad. I didn't have the reflex.
So there you go. Good laughter going on there as the guys are battling it out with their opponents. So let's see, have a look on the fan point. There's Vanny in with the Uber charge, building up the Uber charge. As you can see, he's got for about 10% advantage over the opposing team. And Bash unfortunately being taken down. So they're down one of the scouts for Team Epsilon. And in come loads of demo spam coming in from Numlock and also Shocky. So you can see them taking down Heist as well. So at the moment, let's just see what's going on. The medic here, Vanny, doing his best to survive, trying to keep everybody alive. And now you can see them moving on and capturing that middle point. So you can see Quinks there. QNX. There we go. He's coming in against the lights of the enemy. And you can see them now moving in. He goes in for the Uber. Going in against the medic. Can he do it? Let's see. He's going in, pushing in as hard as he possibly can. And he then gets taken down by a combination of beer and friends. Or beer, I should say. Gear and friends. So let's see as we follow Nox as he's moving in, keeping everybody healed, making sure the soldiers are overhealed, ready to go, as it now looks like they're going to be taking that spire. Yeah, spire's already taken, and we're now looking to see what's going on as Nox is moving in towards the point. Nox might be going in for a little bit of a sneaky cap. Can he get onto the point? Yes, he can with two of his soldier friends. And 3-0 so far for Epsilon. Let us watch the demo man. So we're watching Numlock now. Strafe jumping to the point. Getting the health pack. Taking a pot shot at the enemy demo man. There the enemy demo man goes. Flying over to the left hand side. Looks like he's going to push him pretty seriously. As you can see now, huge amount of fire coming in. And loads of fire taking down Mike and Gear. And now the looks like we're looking Numlock as he's trying to deal with the enemy demo. You can see, oh, but then Numlock very close to dying there, managed to survive. He's currently on 16 health. He's going in for the medic, but no! Lands badly. Lands badly. Excuse me. So you can see here, you can see now they're moving in. So you can see now they're looking at heights moving in, having a little bit of a moment. Oh, look at this. I think he's waiting for a medic. Uh-oh, he's been found. Oh, poor old Mike got found there as he was going in for a sneaky spy stab. Onto the enemy medic. Oh, in come the Uber for onto Epsilon gear. Looks like the Uber has been popped there for Solar as well. Now they're going to move in and go after that medic. You can see a little bit of fire coming in. Let's see if we can find out what's going on as Bash takes down QNX, and you can see the spam coming in from Epsilon. Combinations of the soldiers and the demo man spamming that point. They're going to be moving up to the next point, and we just have to wait and see what happens. He pops in to get some more ammo, and we're looking at Vanny at the moment under a little bit of pressure with his pocket rocket ready to go. Building up the Uber, pretty much Ubers as you can see, even across the board. Just have to wait and see what they decide to do. Looks like they're going to try and build that Uber as we're watching Lally, demo man of choice. There we go, QNX in as the soldier. He is also then defending this final point. They're going to have to be careful. There's a soldier coming up on his right, and he's got to watch out to find out what's going on. So it looks like a little bit of fire into Lally. Lally is no more. There we go, a little bit of soldier fire going into the demo man, and the enemy demo man has taken a little bit of damage. And let's see what's going on. There we go. Peter moving in. He's in as the scout. Got to try and take one of the other scouts out. Can he get the scout? Oh, no, he can't. Oh. So another capture there by Team Epsilon. And they are currently 4-0 ahead. Currently looking at the scores. You can see Shocky in there with a score of 29. Nox in as 28. Vanny in with 19. And Lally in with 11. So let's see if we can find out what's going on as we watch Numlocked. Numlocked? Okay. So it looks like they decided Nox and for some reason now, Nox and Numlocked have decided to swap positions. So, oh, look at that. Did you see that? Fantastic spear shot there from heights. He's now in as the medic and, yeah, Nerf Epsilon. So we're now watching to see. So there's Shocky in as a soldier, and Nox has basically been described as the worst demo ever. Oh, fire coming in, taking down Mike. Oh, that's a painful landing position. And we'll just have to wait and see to find out what's going on as we watch the teams make their way in. And we're now looking at gear up on the spire. There's Lally moving in. Coming under fire, looks like he's had to back off because the Uber for the medic has now taken effect. So there's QNX in there as well. He's then trying to take out the enemy soldier. We're moving over to Peter. Here's Nox, the demo man. So Nox is in there and gets a bottle on Vanny. Oh dear, fantastic stuff. So now we're seeing as a little bit of scout, invisibility scout occurring there. And let's see, 4-0 in favour of Team Epsilon. So we're waiting to see what's going on, and we're watching to see what Nox decides to do. Here's Numlocked. He's in as a soldier, popping in towards the enemy point. Let's see what happens. Oh, no, he isn't. He gets taken down by Lally with a nice little... Oh, look at that. Oh, dear. Looks like Shocky, unfortunately, being taken down. So it looks like the enemy medic is now down. And we just have to wait and see. Yeah, see, they're questioning, is this pre-game or is this actually the game? So, yeah, it's a bit damn confusing, I have to say. So we're just waiting to see what happens as in comes a flying demo man. And you can see Lally now defending the point as we're watching Bash trying to deal with one of the enemy scouts. As we're now watching Heights in there as the medic. You can see him moving in and working with his team, trying to keep everybody alive as best he can, having trouble getting onto that bridge. He's really having trouble getting on that bridge. Poor Hives. There we go. Gets into... Oh, I love that sound. So let's see what happens, as now we're looking at 4-0 in favour of Team Epsilon. So now let's see, as they're going to make their way over to the blue spire. There we go, the rocket jump over. Now the medic moving up and supporting against the demo man. Let's see if we can find out. Now there's Shocky in as the medic. Oh, look at that, speared to the wall by his foot. Painful, painful goings on. So we're now watching Mike in there as well as the scout. Gear in still as the soldier. A strangely equipped demo man in the form of Lally. And Nox in there, who seems to have ants in his pants. So in come the red soldiers onto that spire point. As you can see, out goes a blue soldier. That was Gear being unceremoniously dumped off the spire by the red team. And now let's see if we can find out what's going on. As we're watching Nox making his way up, popping in some pipe bombs in behind just in case they decide to get attacked from the rear, which is not out of the realms of possibility, as a point was kind of proven there. More stickies coming in onto Heights, the medic, and now they're moving up. And if I'm right in thinking, did I just see a spy in there somewhere? No, I could be wrong. We're now looking at Peter 1998. He gets taken down, and the point is then captured 5-0. So there you go, boys and girls. That was a GG for the first map. And we should be moving on to the next one very shortly. There we go. So yeah, to say that was a rather strange game is an understatement, to say the least. But, you know, hey-ho, these things happen. Now, apparently it's trying to change the server levels, so we just have to wait for it to catch up with us. And we'll be away with Gully Wash. So, community map as made by Jan Leroy. So, pretty convincing battle there on behalf of Team Epsilon. They managed to take out their opponents 5-0. Are they expecting to do similar kind of behaviour against their enemy team on this particular occasion? We'll have to wait and see. Whether or not the Epsilon team are going to mix up the roles, we'll just have to wait and see how things go. So, this is Gully Wash. So as you can see, this is central control point. This is where the initial fighting will begin. They'll capture the points, probably leave the scouts to capture the points as the demo man and the soldiers move up to these points as quickly as possible, standing on the central point in order to cap it. Once it's then available, they will then move on to the opposing enemy points. And then, obviously, into the final deal, which will be this one. So capture zone there, can also sneak in through underneath here and down. So plenty of options exist. So let's find out as we're looking. Now, if I'm right in thinking, that looks to me, that looks almost like something from Skyrim. So I could be wrong. I haven't played it. So let's see what's going on. We're watching Heights in there as well. A little bit of soldier goodness. Out comes the shotgun. There's Shocky in there with the soldier. Oh, look at that, taking out one of the scouts. And we shall just have to wait and see what happens. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's a nice old sword he's got there. All melee first mid. No. Oh dear. Oh, Chunktastic. Shocky being taken down and Heist with another nice couple of multiple kills. Onto a half invisible scout. And there's Shocky. Oh, look at that. Fantastic play. There's a bit of demo spam coming in from the pipe bombs. Or the grenades, I should say. There we go. Looks like one of the scouts is now after Shocky. Oh, excellent response by Shocky. Nothing like a good grenade in the face to ruin your day. So I think it's fair to say we could be underway. Let's see if we can move on to the middle point. So there's Lally. And here is the soldier. And here is Team Epsilon now moving in. So obviously you've got Nox in place. And you've got Numlock who's decided to play Scout. But you've also got Shocky who's playing as the demo man. It looks like they're going in for that Epsilon. Yeah, they're going in for the enemy. And fortunately for Epsilon, their medic managed to survive. So actually it is Nox, correction. So Nox is in as the medic. So let's see if we can find out as we're watching Numlocked in there as the scout. And we're just waiting to see what's going on. Let's see if we can find out. There's Shocky moving in as the demo man with a little bit of strafe jumping, moving over. It looks like Numlock's been taken down as the scout. Now you've got Shocky moving in very quickly. Little bit of sticky bomb spam coming in any second. There we go. Rocket's forcing him to pull back slightly. And they're just waiting for an opportunity to move in. Unfortunately, the demo's still alive, but the medic has been taken down for Team Epsilon. And we're just waiting to see what's going on. Good use of the frying pan on the medic. He has been well and truly fried. So now, it looks like Lally taking down Epsilon Bash. And now it looks like the point's being contested by a couple of scouts. Little bit of spam coming out there from the demo man, and then behind the soldier looks like he went for the enemy. Now look, Mike in there with the heavy. Mike in with the heavy. And he's now moving in and being overhealed. So he's obviously going to be up to about 400 health. That's going to be very interesting to see how this goes on. Now Vanny and QNX are the only ones left standing. Oh, looks like, there we go, going in for that medic. Vanny being taken down, QNX being hosed. And it could be all over pretty soon. As now the heavy's being focused down by the scouts. Mike gets an Uber popped onto him. And Epsilon move into the point. Ready to take the point as quickly as possible. There you go. 1 point in favour of Team Epsilon. And we move on to the next round. And Vanny gets picked. So let's see, as we're watching Lally, the demo man, making his way into the central control point. Let's just wait and see how things go, as we can now see the demo trying to deal with the spam coming in from Epsilon. You can see them trying to focus, grenade fire going back. Looks like the medic is having to dart left and right to try and avoid those pipe bombs and the scouts. And looks like there's a lot of spam coming in, more grenades coming in onto the enemy medic. So you can see QNX finishing off gear. And more fire coming in from the likes of Shocky and Bash. But it's looking pretty good for the Solar Medic. He's in there with his pocket soldier. And unfortunately, it looks like they've lost the roaming soldier. They've still got one scout remaining. Correction, Peter just got taken down. Now they're pushing back pretty hard. As now the medic has had to move back. away, as looks like the two Ubers have now been popped in concert with each other. Now it's going to be interesting to see what's going on, as it looks like the medic's trying to stay behind the soldier, out of trouble, and trying to avoid all of those stickies coming in his direction. Soldier then moves back, and it looks like the medic is going to have to try and get out of there as quickly as he can. So let's see if we can lock in on Vanny, find out how he's getting on. Unfortunately, we can't because he's dead. So unfortunately, the medic got taken down. Here's Paul in with a sniper rifle. Oh, nearly snuck him off there. And let's just wait and see. Oh, a little bit of damage onto one of the enemy soldiers. And you can see him trying to make the best of the opportunities. As we now watch with Numlocked, who's in as the scout of choice. You can see him there. Looks like he was trying to go for Paul 1988. But now he's sneaking around the area. And looks like to try and get a sneaky jump cap here, as the rest of Team Epsilon now move up in order to support him. So, Epsilon now moving forward. The two scouts hold on to that point. We're looking through the eyes of Heitz, and now we'll move over to Shocky, who is the demo. So Shocky moving in as the demo. You can see the Uber now building up in favour of Nox. 90% is going to go critical pretty soon. We'll just have to wait and see what happens, as we're now watching Vanny also about to build up to that Uber. He's about to hit that. Are they going to push him before we can get it? It looks like they're not going to. Looks like Nox had to pop that Uber, as the demo man is now making his way in, trying to support the medic. Oh, looks like Numlocked managed to get killed there by the demo, and nice play coming in from Shocky and Mike, taking down the enemy demo as he tried to make his way out there. Fortunately for them, Vanny did not die, even though he is a bit low on health. So you can see now, moving in with gear. He's trying to pick off those areas where he knows that people are going to be waiting. And he goes in. Looks like an Uber has been ready to go, possibly. I don't know, difficult to say. It doesn't look like an Uber's ready to go, according to the information on the left-hand side. Oh, look at that! Vanny gets shot out of the air by the shotgun, and there's another cap on the board for Team Epsilon. So we watch Vanny as they're moving in. Uber charge. Ready to go. So you can see them now trying to keep the demo overhealed. We've also got a demo man on the far right hand side coming under suppressive fire. There we go. Numlocked and Nox. Oh, and Vanny also being taken down as well. Suppressive fire. And now QNX is under a lot of trouble and then gets taken down with a bottle. Oh dear, that was unfortunate. So Numlocked there with a nasty, nasty bottle. And let's see what's going on. Let's see if we can find out what's going on with Numlocked. So he's back in as the demo now. And let's just wait and see. As now, there we go. In comes the Uber. Whoops-a-daisy, sorry about that. So now it looks like they're trying to take out. There's a pyro in there, but there's now bits of a pyro everywhere. So yeah, it's so you can see there a little bit of fun and games going on, and now we're watching the medic for Solar moving in. Now they're going to be capturing that next point. So they're moving up, catching that next point, then they'll be moving on to the central point. And it looks like Epsilon didn't try and go for the sneaky back cap, and we shall now move in and watch Heiss and friends. There we go, compression blasting away. Who is that masked man? Peter 1998 in as the pyro. Let's see what he decides to do. And it looks like the pyro is still alive. Peter 1998 with a lovely kill. Onto Shocky. So now let's see what happens. Oh, look at that, Nox. Oh, that was just cheeky. Nox in with a nice little pyro snick out of the air with his spear gun, and another round on the board for Epsilon. Complete wipe, unfortunately, of Solar. They didn't really stand much of a chance. So let's see, as we're watching Nox making his way in, and as you can see, It's looks like a little bit of firepower coming in, and now let's see, focus in around the main area, so you can see now the soldiers go for each other. A little bit of spam onto the medic, as you can see, and now it looks like multiple soldiers going down. Looks like QNX is now down, and a little bit of spam coming in. There's the red demo. Looks like he's going in, takes down Nox. So Lally taking down Nox very quickly. Mike and Bash, the only ones remaining standing. Correction, Mike is now no more. It is now Paul 1988. And Numlock 2 is now moving out of spawn. Complete with bottle. There's Bash. Last man standing for Team Epsilon. Now he's going to try and defend that point as best he can. As now in comes a demo. There we go. Numlock there taking down QNX. And now looks like they're going to try and focus onto the medic as he got a little bit of bottle action going on. Oh, look at that. And Nox with a nice Ubersaw kill onto his enemy. So now we're watching Epsilon Mike in with a shotgun, going after one of the scouts, picks up his pick, and you can see a little bit of needling going on from Vanny. Let's see, could this be a melee or melee? Oh! A medic shot out of the air, how unfortunate. So now you can see we're watching Lally as he is making his way back, and that's quite a good ham. He's in with his attack ham. The tactical assault ham is ready to go, and we're now watching Team Epsilon capturing the next point. So now they're moving up to the next area, and you can see them moving into the next point. So Nox obviously keeping his demo man overhealed. You can see Numlocked in there as well. A little bit of spam coming in from the stickies. Let's see what happens. Oh dear. Okay. So as you can see, we're just waiting to see what happens, as now the soldier and the Uber and the scout all moving into the point. So you can see a little bit of fire coming in from the Uber, and we're waiting to see what happens as there we go. A nice bit of pick action going on right at the end, along with a nice grenade kill onto QNX. So now we're watching. There is Numlocked in with the sniper rifle. And now he's starting to make me motion sick. Correction, he managed to get Heiss in there. So a lovely shot onto one of the soldiers. As we're watching Paul 1988 take down Bash. Let's see, it looks like he's going for the sniper there as well. And let's see what's going on as we now... There's a turret in there, how dare they? Who's that? That's Nox. That's Nox. He's in there as an evil NG, trying to do evil things to the enemy. And as you can see, gear being taken down. Lally in as the demo. Covering the sides left and right, seeing if he can make things... improve the situation for his team, I should say. So now let's see if we can find him. There's Numlocked in with the sniper rifle. We've got Shocky in with the demo. And now they're moving up to the next point. Medic currently at 30%. Mike's in as the medic. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens as we're now moving up with the likes of Shocky. There we go. A few stickies being thrown over in that direction. A couple of stickies being dropped in behind him. And we're now waiting to see what happens as Heights and friends make their way back. So let's wait and see what happens as we're now moving on to the next point on behalf of Team Epsilon. They're now onto the penultimate area, and we're moving forward with Shocky to find out what's going on. There we go, a little bit of spam taking down Lally. So let's see, we've got more fire coming in, and there we go. I think that's the Uber being deployed by Mike. So Mike deploying that Uber to protect himself, moving in. As you can see, lots going on, and it looks like they're trying to capture that last point. Oh, there we go. That was a quick attempt there by Shocky to take out the enemy with an air grenade, but unfortunately was unsuccessful. There's a little bit of fire going into the enemy medic there as he decides to disappear. And Vanny being taken down with a nice sniper shot from Unlocked. So we'll wait and see what's going on as Mike is now in as the medic, moving forward with his team. And a high five as well. So let's see. We're now moving in as Mike, who appears to be now operating as an offensive medic. So it looks like he's in cohorts with the demo man. Oh, the demo man's going to take a little bit of attention, and so you can see lots of fire coming in as the medic's fighting for survival. Mike is running. Oh, he's trying to get away. He's running all over the place. He's trying to get away from those. Oh, and he gets ham-hocked. Well and truly ham-blocked. Never mind. What? There's actually a teleport. There's a teleport point in the enemy base. How cheeky is that? That's Nox for you. Evil Nox. Evil Nox. So let's follow QNX with the Quake launch. Rocket launcher. There we go. Down goes Nox. Oh, and there's a turret.
Our control point is being captured.
You can see. Oh, there we go. Mike being taken down by QNX.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
So let's see what's going on. There's Peter, 1998. Knocks in as a pyro. Yay, pyro goodness. It's a flaming medic.
Point is being contested.
Poor old Vanny. Well and truly barbecued. Oh, shot from Numlock into Heights. Oh, and then a return. And a backstab from Bash into Peter. Dear, oh dear. Poor old Peter. So you can see a little bit of demo action going on there. A little bit of spy and demo alternatives going on. And you can see now pretty much most of the members of Solar have been finished off. So now they're moving in with the medic. And let's just wait and see what happens. So there we go. There's another pyro in there. You can see a little bit of pyro goodness.
The control point is
As now the demo man is having a little bit of a run-in. So there you go. Shocky now in with the medic. So you can see the medic Mike looking pretty good at the moment. A little bit of demo spam coming in, as you can see. And it looks like Mike has the Kritzkrieg. So obviously they're looking for an opportunity. There we go. In comes the Kritzkrieg. He's got to watch himself. Oh no, the medic got taken down. Heights managed to get his revenge on Mike. And now, oh, bad landing there. Shocky with a lovely kill onto him. And let's see what's going on as Heights is now going after the Team Epsilon soldiers. And a spy. There's a spy. Kill the spy. Oh no. So Epsilon Bash now being taken over. And there's a Vanny in there as well, who unfortunately is no more. Nox is in as a scout. There's a little bit, oh, there we go. Mike then taking down Paul 1988. Oh, shot and a half. Numlock with a fantastic sniper shot. But unfortunately didn't get him very far. Now Bash is in. Let's see what he's doing. He then gets in with his... Let's see, we're going to go for a spy cap maybe. We'll have to wait and see. He goes in for the spy cap. And he gets it. So, 5-0, 5-0. And there you have it, boys and girls. It's all over. That's all she wrote. The fat lady has sung. And that's it for this evening.